this is where it all started here, a long, long time ago. And you have a son going to Egypt, Queen of the South. Different colors of creation, Queen of the South in the Bible. Regards with Greece, which is a father nation, now you're coming into son nations, sons of Zeus nations. So, be looking for a black goddess who comes from the first tribe of creation. The making of the queen is SHEBA, and we have sex. When we have sex, one becomes two. And that's history. Behind me is, in Greek terminology, the Mother Church of Greece here. As you can see, in terms of the Mother Church of Greece, let me remind you what Jesus said in the correct interpretation. You have one Father who's in heaven. That's Ancient of Days God Zeus, who comes from fire. But it's highly recommended, as I discussed before in previous videos, there is no separation between church and state. It is recommended from a church aspect that you follow the Egyptian side, the Coptic side, in terms of a good community base for your church. If you go to a Coptic church in Egypt or Canada, Mississauga, where I was raised, Coptic Church of Mississauga, they'll have a daycare center outside of the church, or a community setting outside of the church. That's the proper structure for the church, which is to serve its community members. So, as I said before, there is no separation between church and state. When it comes to elections, such as the issue of abortion and other issues that come up, the collective has to vote on it, not the politicians. The politicians' main job is to manage your taxes, which is not to overspend, which is not to keep everything as a balanced budget. But that's the politicians' main job. They don't have an opinion on anything. Nancy Pelosi, good example, flying off to Taiwan, okay, stirring a lot of shit when her base in California is Chinese Taiwanese, making a statement or an issue when God the Father's policy on Taiwan is a one-family tribe. I've already explained that, and not to interfere with other aspects of creation. But back to the church. If you pan the camera over, you'll see the old church over here to the right hand side. And there's lots. You're stuck in the past. You know, it's great for tourism, go see an old church in that respect. But the church is to serve the sons and daughters of Zeus. That's why the Ten Commandments on the Sabbath day, or the Sunday, is the day of rest, which is a true day of rest for obvious reasons, the sovereign Son. And you come to church to meet other sons and daughters of Zeus within your community. That's pretty much about it. And you come into one thought together to solve the problems within your local community here together. And that's the conclusion of everything, from politics to religion. Not everything is perfect, but everything will be made perfect.